didn't do this earlier. There we go. For some reason I decided to not do that. There we go. That was weird. My stream manager said I was live, but it wasn't showing anything. I don't get what that was about, but whatever. I'm just making sure everything is working. Because last time I took off, nothing was working. So I'm gonna double check and make sure. Okay, let's try chat. We're going to change that. No, because I have to change my overlay. There we go. I think we're good now. Well, maybe. This is taking a long time. Okay, it popped up. Oh, man, everybody, I do not feel like doing this. We're not going to do too much today. We're just going to do a gentle run since it is quite chilly outside. It's 33 degrees, 34 degrees, somewhere around there. The snow is melting, but it's quite slick because it's like right on the verge of melting and not melting, so it's really slick. We're going to do this. There's some really low clouds coming off the Continental Divide right now. It almost looks kind of like fog. It's kind of starting to hit a little bit further away, but I think they're still a little higher. Shouldn't be too bad. I'm gonna wear this hat just because I don't plan on going too fast. And then I got a lot of stuff to get done today. Some meetings, some other stuff. Should I run an ad really fast? Oh. It must have run the ad because it won't let me do it. Oh, should I grab some sunglasses? I don't think I'm gonna need them. It doesn't look like the sun's gonna come back out. It was out a little bit ago. But it does not appear like it's, oh, should I pee? Should I pee really fast? Probably. Oops, I need to lock the door. I don't know why I did that. Although, nobody's really here in the building this time of day. Nobody can get up here. So. Be a good neighbor and try and clean up a little coffee spill my neighbor had the other day. Because I have a little spot cleaner. I like my neighbor, so I might do it today. I would have done it the other day, but Butthead is at the daycare right now, so she has not been at. So when she's not at daycare, it's hard to get anything done. You know why? I'm gonna try and do. The weather's not going to cooperate, but I am going to try and do my. Front end tomorrow, so that means I got to buy some stuff today and rent a tool. Hopefully, if it's available, rent it for the next few days. But the weather is not going to be good, but we will just deal with it anyways. So I think what we'll do is like our old, what we used to do all the time, and just run down to. We'll climb up to La Grande, which is the highest road right at the base of the mountain, and then come back on the rail trail. So that was about, I don't remember what did it end up being, like 7 miles, 7.5 miles, something like that. I gotta do something with these keys. I'm not gonna like the jingle jingle. My money don't jingle jingle, it folds. But, oh, we got the walk sign. We got the walk sign. Oh man, it actually looks like now that the sun might pop out for little bits here or there. Oh well, we'll just be blinded, I guess. It is, I need to do laundry. I wish I was wearing my running tights right now. I just have shorts on. Because legs are a bit chilly. But, oh well, it is what it is. Just gotta go fast enough. I hope I like my van. I just thought about that. The reason why I thought about that is because last night sucked. At around midnight, somebody's car alarm kept going off, and then they would like turn it down, and then somebody would like turn it off. 10 seconds later it'd go off again, and then somebody else's car alarm went off. It's like, what is going on downstairs? And then at 4 this morning, some guy, obviously just drunk off his ass. I don't even know who he was. I don't think he lived in the building. Everybody is backing up right now out of this parking lot, so we're just gonna wait for the stuff to clear here. But he, I don't know what this guy's doing, but whatever. I'll go. But he was just, he didn't have a key, obviously didn't have a key to get to the building. He was just blaring on his phone, on his horn, on his vehicle, and he's yelling, "Open the door!" And then he would go over and he was banging on the door, which is like, there's obviously nobody on the first floor is gonna open the door. Banging on is not gonna do anything. The only reason why I heard all this is because my window was cracked, because it was so freaking hot in my apartment. And then he'd blare on his horn again, and then he was yelling, "Open the door!" And it's like, and this went on for like 20 minutes. And you could tell because he was, the way he was slurring his words, that he was just drunk off his ass. And so it was, my first thought was like one of two scenarios. Either he has a friend that he's staying with, or wanted to sleep at the place with, or whatever. So he's trying to get their attention to get in the door, which I'm like, how do you not have a phone to, maybe he was trying to call on the person with, I mean, it's 4 a.m. He's probably asleep. Or two, my legs aren't warmed up because it's so cold out here, and we are going up a hill. So I'm gonna let my legs warm up a bit, and we'll just walk this, because there's also portions of it there completely snow covered and gonna be slick. But my other thought was, you know, bad intentions, like he was mad at somebody in there, whether it was like a ex-girlfriend or somebody that had made him mad, a friend, you know, ex-friend that made him mad or something. But the thing that I found odd, like the whole time, like I was waiting to hear police sirens, because freaking old people that live in my building, it could be the slightest little inconvenience in the middle of the night and they will call the cops. And I never heard the cops show up. So I don't know what that whole situation was about. I thought for sure he was gonna break through our door downstairs, which then he still wouldn't be able to do anything. It's like, dude, which told me why that he didn't live in the building. Like, you know, maybe he was a spouse of, like, you know, boyfriend of somebody or whatever, or had a roommate or whatever and just forgot his key. But because one, you would know banging on the door ain't gonna do jack crap. Two, if you bust through the front door, you still can't go anywhere. You need the fob to use the elevator after hours, and all you're gonna do is get in the foyer, which doesn't, it's pretty small, doesn't go anywhere. So I don't know what the guy's deal was. Oh yeah, we're a little bit more. My legs are super tight. I'm trying to do leg day today, or tonight. I changed my, heard a vehicle, so I didn't know if it was driving or not. It's just the mailman parked there idling. Ooh, this is snowy and looks slick. I don't have good traction on, like these Brooks Hyperions do really well on dry stuff, but not necessarily on the on snowy stuff. Oh, I need to figure out a route that when I hit this street, my legs are warmed up. Because tackling this first off, man, I run 100 milers, so running up a hill, it takes like 3 miles for my legs to warm up. And I still gotta figure out like what I'm gonna do for April, because I am gonna go and try and get an appointment for my alignment today and order my tires. Because sometimes that can take, you know, a week or two out. I don't know what this lady's doing. Some old lady was running up the hill. But she's got this weird, I don't know what sound she's making. It's not like I'm working hard and whatever. So I was like, at first I was like, is there a pigeon coming behind me? Because it almost sounded like a pigeon coming. But whatever. Just gonna let her go. she was running up the middle of the street where there was no snow, so. And she has some shoes with some travel, so. We're gonna change camera views. We're up at La Grande now. I made it all the way up, so I don't know if you can see her way up there now. The problem is she may have been going up the street faster than me, but I will be running on the flat faster than her because she's not moving very fast. But whatever. Yeah, and there's that sun that I was talking about too. But I think it's gonna go ahead getting hidden again. And you can see, I did not think there would be any snow on the valley floor. If you were tuned in yesterday, I made that statement. There would be no snow on the valley floor, but I was wrong. Figured up here there'd be a little bit of snow like this. Anyways, I'm gonna make my appointment for that so that I can just leave whenever I want. So I just gotta decide if I want to be here for the trail race, but I don't know. I don't think so. I really don't think so. I mean, it's nice having the apartment, you know, being able to just, you know, have a computer station, all that kind of stuff. Having a bathroom. But, man, I love the van life. So I definitely want to just go south and climb some mountains, all that kind of good stuff. I'm thinking about doing 100K, and I have to double check. Sorry to catch up to her, so I'm just gonna let her go a little bit. Eventually she'll, being that she has her trail shoes on, probably where we're gonna head down to the highway, she's just gonna continue on the trail. So I just gotta time it. That's still a mile and a half probably up that way. Because we just hit 1 mile, so yeah, probably a mile and a half. So I'll just go, try and go a little slower. I have to double check though and make sure when I'm working on the trail party to make sure it doesn't conflict, because that would be the same month. I just don't remember the days. But it's a race I wanted to do about 3 years ago. So I might do it this year. I gotta make sure I get signed up. Okay, I gotta do something with my keys. This is bugging the hell out of me. I have a key thing here somewhere. In here. I can't get to it though. Why is my gimbal almost dead? I charged this thing yesterday. I don't have a charger for it either. This might be a short-lived stream just because my gimbal is almost dead. I'm so confused. Okay, let's put this in here. See if that'll not jiggle as much. Oh yeah, that's way better. Yeah, my gimbal battery says it's red, and I charged it. I'm so confused. I'm telling my gimbal's going kaput on me because I don't have the money to buy another one. is just grab my spare gimbal and put it in the back of my running vest. I have a spare one, but it's not near as nice as this. It's that one that, for those of you that have been watching a long time, you would remember whenever we changed direction, it would tilt like to the right or to the left, even though I had that mode turned off. Because that was called the pan and tilt mode, which again, I'm only going to say it once because I've harped on it many times. I don't know where the hell, what situation you would use that mode in. It makes zero sense. But and that's all I'm going to say about that. I don't know. I got something weird going on with my charging of everything, because like my Jaybirds, well, my Jaybirds are on their last legs anyways. Like last night, they just shut off, you know, on their own while I was listening to music at the gym, even though they were full charged. And then when me and Nari did a little loop around the trail on our way back, I was talking to somebody on the phone, but they would like disconnect and connect. And then when I was done, you put them in the case, and I just make it look rude on my dashboard. It's kind of, with the sun out, it's kind of dark. So when you put them in the case, they automatically turn off. So I put them in the case, and somehow my phone was connecting to them again. It's like, what is going on here? And then even when I got home, it was the same thing. And like at the end of the run, I actually selected, so I put them in the case and it turned off, and I connected to the vehicle, and it, for like 3 seconds, I was on my vehicle audio, and then even though my Jaybirds were put away, all of a sudden it connected to them and was trying to push audio to them. It's like, what is going on here? I've had my Jaybird charging like as soon as I got home, because like the case was starting to flash red, which tells me that they're needing to be charged. And I've had it plugged in since last night, and it was still charging this morning. And I actually, and this is why it confuses me about my gimbal, I had to unplug my gimbal because it had been charging all day yesterday to plug those in. So that's why I'm like, why is my gimbal almost dead? Why didn't it charge yesterday? I need to just remember to grab a USB-C charger and throw it in my vest. I don't think I have one. If I do, it would be in the back. I don't think I do. I think I emptied everything out. Somebody's coming down the trail. I am not doing anything on them trails right now, because with a ½ inch of snow, as icy as sections of those trails are, that would not be a good combination. And you wouldn't be able to see where the ice is now. So, no thank you. It'll be at least a week before I attempt anything up on the trails again. So you're gonna get a lot of this, or out at 10 Mile, which I thought about driving out there. I mean, we'll be within half a mile at 10 Mile on this run, but keeping it right around where I wanted to, about 9.5 minute miles. Man, I have to pee again. You'd think that's because I'm older. I'm not old. People like to give me crap about, oh, you're old, you're peeing more now. No, it's because I took pre-workout, and pre-workout makes everybody pee. I just needed a little bit of something extra, motivation this morning. So I'm gonna plug my phone in soon. I don't know if it's worth it if my gimbal's gonna die here anytime. I don't know how much longer it's gonna last, because I'll have to end the stream at that point. I wish I could just lock it somehow and still use it to hold my phone and just do more manually, I guess. Oh, this is slick. Right here, it's all packed down, and really slick. This part isn't, but that packed down, snowy part was. Having a little bit of FOMO because this weekend is Crown King, and that is a race I would love to do at some point, but I think if I didn't have the stuff going on right now, I would have done it just for fun. But it's a 50K, probably, like any ultra, it's probably closer to like 52 or 53. Way back in the day, it used to be a 50 miler. AJW is racing this weekend, doing the 50K, which is cool. That guy, double hip replacements, and he's what, 50 some years old. I think it's almost 60. Let's see how the street looks up here. I'm guessing the old lady went that way. But we're gonna go this way. I'm gonna have to plug my phone in just because, but I know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna plug it in, and then it's gonna be like, right as soon as I get it plugged in, my gimbal's gonna die. But whatever. I am so glad I brought my gloves. And I thought about not wearing a hat because I was wandering around earlier with just a trucker's cap on, but I would be so cold right now. Oh, it's a little bit icy, but not too bad. We'll just take it easy. I think there's enough gravel here to make it to where I won't fall. There we go, now we're good. Good. But anyways, AJW, double hip replacement, damn near 60. And they'll still run that thing faster than I would ever run it. But this last like 4 or 5 days with the 60-degree weather was nice, but this is typical Montana here for March. It's like, oh, first day of spring, guess what? You're gonna get some snow. And the high's only gonna be like 30 some degrees. Although I think today is supposed to get up to like 43. But this weekend is supposed to be cold. Like the lows in the 20s and the highs in the mid-30s. That's why working on my van is gonna suck. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Because little butthead will not shut up if I'm not, like if I leave her in the apartment. Very not Vizsla-like. What her deal is, I don't know how I broke her, but she is just not shutting up. And if it's gonna be that cold, I can't bring her out in the van with me because I'm gonna be working on the front end. I can't have the van running the whole time. I don't know. I just have to turn have my phone plugged in and have the camera on the whole time, so if she starts barking I can tell her to shut up, because that'll usually keep her quiet for a couple minutes anyways. Oh, we're almost at failure. Now it's flashing at me. The gimbal is. So. This stream is gonna end premature, since for whatever reason my gimbal didn't charge. I wish I would have noticed that before I left, because then I could have just grabbed a USB-C cord. Because I have an old iPhone. It doesn't use USB-C, which I always thought was funny because I have an iPhone 12 Pro. Hasn't really been a lot of updates since then. Yet they keep trying to get me to upgrade, and then I see freaking
advertisements for some of the cheaper phone companies, you know, like Mint Mobile or whatever, being like, switch to us and get a brand new iPhone 12 on us. Like, oh, that's what I got. So they're still giving them away, or still giving them brand new. So why would I want to upgrade? Pretty late in the day. I'm surprised there's no kids out on the playground out here at the school. I figured they'd start doing their either a midday recess or a lunch recess. I guess probably in that magic period right between the two of them. I guess it probably is close to what is it, like 10:45 probably, my time. I really have to pee. Okay, this is always the fun thing. Can we get across US Highway 12? Without having to wait for half an hour or hit the button. Because even when you hit the button, people don't care. Big signs saying pedestrian crossing, huge flashing lights underneath the big neon signs for the pedestrian crossing. People don't care. They don't give a fuck. Nobody come from the other direction. Oh, we're good. We can make it. It's like as soon as this side clears, now there's people coming from the other direction. But it's okay. Wasn't too bad. I've had to wait long times. So if you keep going straight out this way past the brewery, you go Spring Meadows right here, the lake. And then 10 miles on the other side of the band of trees out here on the other side of the creek. We are very close. One of my favorite runs is to do what that old lady did when she continued on LeGrand. And then LeGrand, there's on the street that's on the other side of 10 Mile, continues up that way. And LeGrand hits the top of that to come back on that, hit the park, and then come back this way. It's a nice run, but I lose signal for about a mile stretch on the end of LeGrand. And it's not like continuous loss, but it's enough that most of the time my stream actually quits, even with my disconnect protection on it. I think that was the 3 mile mark. Yep. And we don't quite have 4 miles back, I don't think. I think it's 4 miles from the creek. We're about half a mile from the creek, I think. I really have to poo. My gimbal's about dead, but I'm gonna set you guys down really fast. Sorry, I had to go inspect a seasonal spring over here by the bushes. This, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the episode of Seinfeld where they're driving this, I think it was Kramer, and the car salesman, seeing how far they can go on a tank of gas or whatever. That's what I feel like right now with my gimbal flashing its battery at me. Like, how far are we gonna make it? I need to do another thing I need to do today, which hopefully I remember when we get back, is to do a cost comparison. I might change platforms for my website because I don't really have the time to do what I want to do on my website myself. And I have access to a website platform that is specifically designed for running coaches. So the functionality that I want to add onto my website is built into this one. And I don't know how much it costs for a year for where I'm at now. I know how much it costs for the other place. It's quite expensive, but with having all that built-in functionality, it might be more cost effective. And it might drive more people to me as a coach. because between the annual cost for the domain, or for the page, the domain is separate, I guess, for the page, some of the add-ons I have, as well as the SSL cert, which is extra, all that kind of stuff. It might be a negligible amount. Anything less than 200 bucks will be a negligible amount. Or I could just spend time and make what I have a lot better. The problem is I have two different things on my coaching website now, because I have my content production stuff on there too, and I wouldn't be able to do that on my coaching, on this other thing with the coaching, because there's not a lot of customization to it, but there is, because everything is built in that you would want to, as a coach, would want to customize. But who knows, if I can't get more athletes, which I don't know why, because I'm a good coach, I just don't have the name recognition. Like, I don't have a huge social media presence. I don't have, you know, all this stuff that a lot of other people do. I suck at marketing. And I love coaching, but if I can't bring on a lot of athletes, then I'm gonna have to thinking about applying to be a substitute teacher next year, because, well, this year really, even though I won't be around much longer. But at least that would get me in the door for next year. Just to supplement my income, and then this summer I'm gonna have to get some sort of part-time job, because the second thing is I even have, like, my rates are way less than a lot of other coaches' rates, just because I enjoy doing it so much, and I'm not doing it to have a full-time job. Sorry about that blip in the matrix. I was getting a phone call. Tried to swipe it away, and for whatever reason my phone selected it instead. I need to just remember to put myself on Do Not Disturb while I'm streaming. I keep forgetting. Okay, we're on Do Not Disturb, which probably doesn't matter as much since my gimbal's still going, but man, it's been flashing at me for the last 15 minutes, so I don't know how it's still going and it's still working. Definitely not gonna make it back though, because we got about probably a little more than 2.5 miles to go still. So between having to cross streets and all that, probably at least 30 minutes to go. There's no way the gimbal's gonna last that long. I wonder if that train that was sitting down here, I don't know what direction it's going, but I'm wondering if it was getting ready to go up the mountain, because here comes some engines, or maybe just waiting for the engines to go by because there's another one already sitting at the base of the mountain. Who knows? Because they always, well, not always, depending on the load of the train and everything, more often than not, we'll say, in order to get the trains over the Continental Divide, they push out these engines that you see going by right now. And they'll hook up and push them up one side, and then be a braking vehicle as they go down the other side. I'm guessing if it's just a train with like empty train cars, that I wouldn't have an issue with it, but I gotta blow my nose out. Sorry, everybody. Gross. That landed right on my shoe. Like, I'm gonna have to Like right on my shoelaces even. Gross. Oh well. Actually, it feels like it's warming up quite a bit since we started. That sun is trying to poke through and everything. It sounds like that train's moving again, probably this direction, so must have just been sitting there waiting for those engines to go by. So much better after pulling the snot out of my nose. If one of my mods didn't get himself banned, not by me, just by Twitch. I don't know what he did, but got perma banned. If he was here, he would have been telling me like half an hour ago to blow my nose out. This last year, you know, contemplating getting a part-time job or whatever, thinking to myself that if I get a job, I want it to be, you know, something outdoor, manual labor, you know, like working at the concrete plant here, or construction or something, you know. Now I'm like, screw that shit after working on my van for a few days. Which, granted, if I knew when I started what I know now, like little shortcuts and all that kind of stuff, and I had everything I needed and all that when I started, it would have gotten a lot better. But man, I was just completely just toasted, just wore out and sore, and it's like 2 days of manual labor. Like I run 100 milers and I don't feel as bad as I did after doing 2 days of work on my van. Looking at the gimbal, probably jinxing it now. The gimbal's still flashing at me. It's still going. There is no way I'm gonna make it all the way back. No way. Because we still got, oh geez, mile and a half? A little more? What am I at distance-wise here? Yeah, probably about a mile and a half, a little bit more, I guess. Because we just hit 5 miles. Which I'm gonna start, I figured out a way I could at least update the miles, or at least if I have a mod, it'd be easier to do by using a command, almost like you would with like a kill counter or something, you know. I just gotta figure out how to get it set up the easiest way. There's 2 different ways to do it. One way, the easiest way, only a mod would be able to do it for me while I'm out on a run. The other way, if I didn't have a mod, I could do it by typing a command in chat. With like a, you know, command edit phrase. And then have it be linked into a overlay. But that way is a little bit more difficult. The easiest way is just to edit the overlay, which I can't do while I'm out running, but I could have a mod do it. Who knows? I'll see what I can get figured out. They have a lot of appliances here. Looks like they're chopping up to recycling. But it's like half their yard over here all of a sudden is appliances. It's like, gosh dang, is it that time of year when people are changing out their appliances, or is there a local appliance place that all of a sudden just unloaded all their old stuff? Like, what the heck? gonna update my overlay here soon too for my push-ups. Actually, I'm gonna do it right after this. Instead of 10 push-ups, because I don't usually get more than maybe 2 or 3 follows when I do get follows in a stream. So I'll bump it up to 20. Since I've been hitting the gym more, I can easily do 20 push-ups. I was gonna update it today, but I was already live and I didn't want to have to go in and update the overlay. And all of a sudden it just got freaking hot out. Maybe it's just because there's no breeze or anything all of a sudden, but it feels 10 degrees warmer. My tubby ass here the last 2 weeks has not been eating well. I was doing so well with my weight loss journey, and I've gained 12 pounds in the last 2 weeks. I was looking at some, because I'm still working on doing some video stuff, which I'm going to work on today as well when I have time throughout the day. I really want to play Fortnite, but try to weave our way through here. I don't think I have. Well, I'm not going to have time to get everything done I need to get done. But from like my last couple of weeks and really the last month, I guess, in Europe after UTMB, and I had lost so much weight. I was feeling good. I was looking good. I mean, I was 26 pounds lighter than I am now. So I'm just gonna have to. I love food and I stress eat. I'm so stressed out right now, but I just gotta do better. Or less than a mile home. And the gimbal's still going. See, this is what would be nice if I could stream on noise. It's only in beta right now, so they don't have a mobile version of it. But I do think I could, if I use Streamlabs, I could probably do an SMTP, or even on here, probably SMTP to noise to go live, but I wouldn't be able to see what's going on at all, like with the dashboard. But noise is like this new thing, a new streaming platform that's like really cool interactive things. Like there's a card game, type of prediction type of thing. It's a lot of fun if you watch some gamers do it. Like Swearin', he every now and then will multi-stream on noise as well as Twitch. There's a lot of fun stuff. So if I was able to do that, moral of the story is it'd be cool to have some sort of like prediction thing, you know, where you guys can earn some stuff, which we've had them on right now. You could definitely run a prediction whether we will make it back or not, or how far we'll make it, any of that kind of stuff. But like with noise, it would be really cool. Traffic here all of a sudden on a street that isn't highly used. Like this street that I just crossed there's no traffic. That little side street that hardly ever has traffic is a freaking traffic jam. Well, last night when I was getting ready to go to the gym, they sirens going off everywhere. I couldn't tell where they were at, and so I did my normal route to the gym, and they were right at the freaking crossing of the walking mall, like half a block away from me on the street that I had to go down. It's like, if I would have known that's where they were at, I would have gone the other direction. Which is at rush hour sometimes iffy because you have to make a left-hand turn crossing 6th Street versus a right-hand turn on Broadway, but would have been way quicker because it was freaking, traffic was backed up. There was a freaking ladder truck, 2 incident command vehicles, like a bunch of other stuff, police cars, everything. And there is a government building there. I don't remember what it is, but there is a state government building there. And I'm guessing they probably had a fire alarm go off or something. I'm trying to push it, see if we can get all the way back. Second light up here is where we're going to turn left, and then we only have about 4 blocks left. Car's coming, so I'm just going to go. Even though I didn't have the light, it's all okay. I'm pushing it, but this is uphill. It's killing me. But let's see. Turn left here at this light. It'll be downhill for at least a little bit. And then just a slight uphill all the way to my building. This is a hell of a downhill here. Not gonna lie. I had this on just because there's a truck next to me with a, looks really nice with a nice little lift kit and everything. But my van is gonna look nice with the bigger tires and everything once I get the lift kit. I guess already I found out yesterday that I am now too tall to go through the Starbucks drive-thru. Like, I can do it, but I hit the little hanging down thing. But I went really slow, and I was still just barely below like the awning or whatever. A block and a half to go. I think we might make it. Well, we'll make it all the way, because even if I have to hold the phone, I'm not going to end it a block away. But once I get the front end done, I'm not going to chance it. So Nari won't be able to go through the drive-thru anymore, which will suck. But, or at least the one here. You can see maybe the one over on the other street, other part of town. Maybe it's a little bit taller. Oh. Whew. Hey, there we go. Okay. Well, we officially made it to the Bull Walker statue. 6.6 miles. Oh. Anyways, my gimbal is still flashing red at me. Even more so now, it's faster. I think it gets faster as the battery gets more dead. But we just went 40 minutes with it telling me this is dead. That's pretty good. But anyways, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I am gonna hit the gym tonight, and then after the gym, me and Nari will do, you know, like another mile and a half out at 10 Mile. I have to, or else she's a little hellion before bed. But so I might stream that, but who knows. And then tomorrow, I'm thinking about just live streaming the entire day of me working on the van. We'll see. I will do a run in the morning, but we'll probably do 10 Mile because I'll have the little hellion with me. She does not run streets yet. But anyways, for everybody on YouTube, please smash that subscribe button. Everybody on Twitch, please smash that follow button if you haven't already. And if you have a free Prime sub, I would be very appreciative if you'd use it on me. Help me out a lot. And then because this is my job, so I need all the extra help I can get. And then follow me on my socials. And what else? Oh, go to my website if you want to be coached, any of that kind of stuff. Yeah. But anyways, bye everybody. I love y'all, and I will see you guys either tonight or tomorrow. Bye everyone.